Bro, you've been saying a lot of stuff about me. How much money I make and how I should be fine. Like, you know how much money I make. Like, you talk about my disability rating like I've ever told you what my disability rating is. Not 100%, but you assume. Or that I'm a far left-wing extremist, but that's far from the truth. Just because I don't like the president doesn't make me a left-wing extremist. Maybe my loyalty is to the Constitution more than it is to some orange dude in the office. Now, some other things that really kind of irk me here is you assume a lot about what happens in a classroom. And clearly, you haven't been in a classroom in a long time because you don't know what I'm doing in a classroom. My politics on TikTok are my freedom of speech. I don't do that in the classroom. One, I don't believe in doing it. Two, it's not allowed. Three, I teach government economics and history. An AP government in politics, the idea there is I provide a map and the students figure out which direction they want to go. I'm not trying to make Democrats, because the reality is I've voted for one Democrat in my life. Now, you started talking about some historical stuff that I was like, wait, what? I don't think you understand what we do in school. Like, in history, we teach historical thinking. That is a skill that we provide to our students. So go ahead and take a second, see what we do. We look at sourcing, we judge the hell out of sourcing, and we answer questions based off of the sourcing. Who, what, where, when, why, who's it sent to, what's their agenda. Those are skills that we provide to students. Now, when I was in high school, we didn't do any of this. I just listened to whatever the teacher said and then wrote stuff down. Some other things you've said, how schools don't teach historical thinking or whatever you're talking about. But you mentioned something that was really weird. One fascist leader from the 1930s and 40s of Germany who wrote a book, and you talked about the positives aspect of that book and how schools don't teach it. You're abso-fucking-lutely right, we don't do that. Does that irk you that we don't talk about the positives of that said human being that is dubbed one of the worst human beings in history? Why on earth would I have students read Mein Kampf? It says a lot about you, bro. It says a lot about you. And I think it's funny you're trying to push this idea that you are kind of in the middle. You're not too far right or too far left, but you've been saying things that all match up with Donald Trump's ideology. And in this situation, I don't even think Trump is going to go that far right when it comes to... Oh, never mind. I take that back, of course. So if you want to continue dialogue with me, you got to give me some information about you. Otherwise, what's the point? Hey, freedom of speech is a thing, and you don't like what I have to say, scroll on. You're not going to make me feel bad. And to be honest, freedom of speech doesn't really apply on my channel, so I could just block you if I want, because it's my channel. It's like a private business kind of thing, you know, where it's like, you can't do whatever you want in someone's business. I could just say, get the fuck out. And I'm at that point now with your kind of weird anti-Semitism thing you just mentioned here.